Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Tulane's offense trots out there to open this game. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Tailback takes the handoff again. They'll tackle him at the 27. They need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Volunteers offense takes the field, the first chance we've had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs, you get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line
doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure and came up with a sack.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Ball handed off. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Over the middle and incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Got him for a sack, a big play. Made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And this is an ugly shank. The punt will bounce and go out of bounds. They'll spot it near the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the defense wraps him up.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch made at the 35. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And they'll just down it right here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense gets a 2nd chance at points here after that special teams roughing penalty. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. That sack sets up a second down and very long. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. Third and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Wow, love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and the quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The Volunteers will send the punt team onto the field. With the return, it's Baker. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through the tackler. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. No huddle now for the offense. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. Fresh set of downs. First and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line to run the hurry up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Well, the quarterback had plenty of time, but ultimately just couldn't take advantage of it.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. Deep shot caught inside the 15. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Quarterback drops back, and it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Try the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Okay, ready? Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they get the second half started with their running play. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. That's an important first down on that running play. The shotgun running play called. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The Vols are going to keep this drive rolling.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Grab behind the line, it's Johnson.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Tight end goes in motion. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Caught in the flat by the running back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Handoff from the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's second down here. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Eludes the rush. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
Pass incomplete. So here comes the punt team. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. And this playoffs game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, the RPO gives you more options on your plate. It can confuse the defense a bit as well. Here they trust the quarterback to be able to make the right decision and get the football into the hands of the playmaker.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Some hard running. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass this time. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. And they hand it off to the back. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game is on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Now they'll try to add on the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Bond.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe
intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds in closing this game out.
Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. We're in for an exciting finish. This offense likely has one last drive. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Easy throw to the field. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense facing a second and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Touchdown, Tulane. This quarterback on fire today.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to, can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot?
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.